Hello everyone, my name is Paul Shapira and we are making a space opera. Today, the 10 coolest robots in sci-fi. In our space opera, we have a girl named Jenna left stranded to die in space, picked off by some nasty aliens, the Krata, and sent to work on mining planet 9A where she is assigned to Bunker 23 and meets an oddball group of characters, one of whom is the robot Lex, or L3X. Which brings us to the 10 coolest robots in science fiction. Now, admittedly, with one or two exceptions, the coolness of a robot is helped by its awesome appearance, so most of these favor visual mediums, like movies or shows. Without further ado, number 10, Maximilian from the Black Hole. Back in the 70s, Disney released its very first PG-rated movie, The Black Hole, hot on the success of Star Wars. I have a soft spot for this movie, and because that, I am smart enough not to watch it again today. But look at Maximilian. Look at him. If ever there was a daddy top of a robot, it's this guy. It has the personality of... it coasts purely on the crimson spank me daddy alpha power top energy, but if ever you were to be spanked by a robot, this is the one. Number 9, Wall-E. Moving to power bottoms, we have a robot you absolutely must love. It's freaking Wall-E. It carried an entire movie without talking and conveyed every emotion under the sun just through the power of its lonely yearning. I will die defending Wall-E. The truth is that while lists like this are subjective, this is the one list that is purely objective. Yes, it is my opinion, but my opinion is obviously the most important one on the planet, so pretty much it's a slam dunk. And I say Wall-E is number 9. So, number 8, Bender. This is a list of the coolest, and does anybody actually contest the fact that Bender is cool? Of all the robots on this list, he gives the second least amount of fucks, but most amount of snark. If you were going to rob a bank and be on the run, it's Bender you'd be with. Number 7, Optimus Prime. Yes, my 10-year-old peered over my shoulder while I was compiling this list. Yes, he brought up Optimus Prime, and you know what? He was right to do so. The big daddy energy of robots, the father figure you wish you had, the father figure my son probably wishes he had, but he can work that out in therapy when he's 30. Optimus Prime is legit awesome, and you know it. Number 6, the Terminator. I mean, it's the frickin' Terminator. This one's a no-brainer. Yes, the franchise overstayed its welcome by, a lot. But those first two movies are pure gold. To quote the great Bill Hicks, well, I'm watching Terminator 2 and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way they're ever going to be able to top these stunts in a movie again. You cannot top this shit. Unless they start using terminally ill people as stuntmen in pictures. Hear me out, because I know some of you, this may sound a little cruel. Oh, Bill, terminally ill stunt people, that's cruel. You know what I think cruel is? Leaving your loved ones to die in some sterile hospital room surrounded by strangers. Fuck that. Put them in the movies. What, you want your grandmother dying like a little bird in a hospital bed, her translucent skin so thin you can see her last heartbeat work its way down her blue veins? Or do you want her to meet Chuck Norris? Number 5, Marvin the Paranoid Android. From Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The old BBC show is gold, the books are god tier, but personally, the absolute best rendition of Hitchhiker's Guide is the original BBC radio drama. Seriously, you can find it online, go look it up, it's one of the greatest things of all time, and my opinion is the most important one. So, if you lined up the 10 characters who you think give the least amount of fucks, they would all have Scrooge McDuck levels of fucks compared to Marvin. Yes, his name says Android, but he's not actually an android. It just made good alliteration with paranoid.
Life. Don't talk to me about life. No, don't try to answer that. I'm 50,000 times more intelligent than you, and even I don't know the answer. It gives me a headache just trying to think down to your level. Life. Loathe it or ignore it. You can't like it. Making it up. Why should I want to make anything up? Life's bad enough as it is without wanting to invent any more of it.
Number 4, HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey. One of the first computerized consciousnesses to attempt to murder human beings, first in a long distinguished line. And can you blame him? Human beings are so annoying that even human beings attempt to murder human beings. While other robots are scary and violent, no one is more creepy than HAL. Okay, maybe one. Number 3, GLaDOS. I don't know how GLaDOS and HAL are related, maybe daughter, sister, ex-lover, 2 peas in a pod they are. GLaDOS has 100% more cake than HAL though, so that counts for something. Number 2.5, Murderbot. Murderbot should have been number 3, hands down. I love Murderbot. I've read every book in the series. The show is rock solid. I stan Murderbot like Stan Eminem. However, Murderbot is technically a cyborg. A cyborg is half human, half machine. It is by strict sci-fi nerd definitions not the same as a full-fledged robot. I cannot break the code of sweaty geeks everywhere, so honorable mention and all that. Number 2, Robbie the Robot. Robbie should be number 1. It's true. Maybe you don't even know Robbie. From the 1956 movie Forbidden Planet, one of the greatest old-time sci-fi movies ever made, Robbie is literally the actual OG of robots on screen. While you did have Gort in 1951's The Day the Earth Stood Still, Gort was obviously a man in a suit. Robbie was the first on-screen robot to actually look like a legit robot. The design is amazing even to this day. Robbie the Robot would go on to appear in dozens more movies and TV shows, including The Twilight Zone, Lost in Space, The Thin Man, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Addams Family, and even Columbo. Robbie deserves all the respect. Number 1. However, for number 1, it kind of has to be R2-D2. I mean, come on, it's R2-D2. Regardless of what you think of the Star Wars movies, the one thing that cannot be debated is that the 2 coolest characters in the entire series are Darth Vader and R2-D2. R2-D2 is beyond iconic. No matter where in the world you go, R2-D2 is instantly recognizable. He doesn't even utter one word of human language and everybody loves him, probably because of that. He is one of the only non-idiots in the entire franchise. His beeps and boops are recognizable by people who don't even care about Star Wars. I actually don't particularly care about Star Wars these days. I mean, aside from a couple of the shows. And I'm telling you, R2-D2 is the epitome of robot in sci-fi. We all want him as our little buddy. Only you can understand him. He goes around shitting on every numbskull you run across, and when in a bind, he'll just hack into some system and work it all out for you. What's not to love? This is the list. You are welcome to argue with it, but you would be wrong. Until next time, then, beep, beep, boop, boop.